Usually, right before you get the premise of an argument, there will be special words that are used. For example, one of these. If you want to do well in class, then you better study. Since you want to do well in school, you better go to class. Because I understand, I won't be mad. After all, today is Monday, so let's just study. All of these are indicators, signals, markers of premises. And just like there are for premises, there are also indicators for conclusions. In this example, if you want to do well in school, then you should go to class. You have the marker if, which tells you what's coming next as a premise, and you have the marker then, which tells you what's coming next is a conclusion. Now, this is a good, easy example of a conditional statement, which goes if ... fill in the blanks with whatever you want, then ... Sometimes it won't be as simple, and we'll talk about more complicated cases. But if you have the form if ... then ... then the if tells you a premise is coming, and the then tells you that a conclusion is coming. When you find words like these, you've found indicators for premises and conclusions. And since premises and conclusions make up an argument, when you find those special words, then you have probably found an argument. Say, for example, that you had a building you're in charge of and you want to make it, for whatever reason, super hard to find. Okay. You might survey the environment, see what colors are natural there, and then paint the exterior walls that color. It would make it super hard to find. Don't, for example, get very big legible numbers of the address of the building and put it on the front, because somebody could use GPS and find it very easily. If you wanted to make the building super easy to find, you would do the opposite. You would use a bold color that's not in the environment, like the color red. It's not typical, so it would stand out. Analogously, you can make your argument harder or easier to identify. If you wanted to make your argument easy to identify, use premise indicators and conclusion indicators that aren't typically used in reading or writing. Hence, thus, therefore are famous for being indicators of conclusions. And we don't colloquially use these words unless there is somebody trying to convince somebody of something. Unlike the word so, we use the word so a lot, sometimes for no reason, sometimes for a bad reason. So like, what are you going to wear anyway? Okay. In that question, the word so and the word like have no function, but we use them, and we use them and it's normal, and we don't hear them sometimes as even there. If I wanted to hide my argument, I would use a conclusion indicator like the word so.